Good morning. I couldn't resist doing a quick video due to the rain, the beautiful rain here at one of my research centers. Okay, so this miracle grass, look how wonderful and powerful and original. You can't beat vetiver bamboo grass. It's a multi-purpose, all-use, the most valuable grass in the world. Now, this rain brings a wonderful topic of how important this is for water security and soil conservation, water conservation. But in particular, since it's pouring rain, you can see here, these powerful, large vetiver grass can take up about 40 to 50 litres a day, each individual cluster. So, you know, a hedge like this, hedgerow on a farm or a swamp or next to trees, like a synergy relationship next to trees, it removes the water. It stops waterlogging. That's what we're doing in the palm oil tree plantations here in SABAH. That was one of the real problems the client had. And the other three problems was the droughts, when the trees were actually suffering, actually in stress mode, and then producing less than 50% of the average of the the FFB, full fruit bunch. So this is the miracle solution, not only for the floods and rain, but for the droughts. There's no other better, there's no other deeper rooted anchor for landslides and mudslides. The actual, oh, here we are on the veranda here. Look at them. Look what they grow in a pot like this. They can, we put this one in water because they can live in water. Okay, when the workers don't water every second, third day, some of the showcase pieces, we look at this big bag. This is about a 70 litre bag, and you can see the size of it. It's about 8 foot. I think it might be 10 foot high, like that big one in the pot there. So they look oriental, very powerful visual beauty. So let's go back to the importance of, it's raining very hard now, the importance of this to focus on water and soil conservation, floods and droughts. I've seen from my own eyes, and I'm absolutely fascinated, absolutely in love, passionately with this grass that God created for us. I've seen the benefits of deep root beds. We put this in windrows and hedgerows and isolated roads in big creek beds, and the only thing remaining, 1 foot, 3 foot of soil washed away. These before it was established. So there's a problem. See, most people don't use this as a solution or prevention. Okay, they should put it before a disaster takes place. That's why it's one of the most valuable, sought after grasses in the world. We specialize it. I want to take appreciation of all our views, and we very much love and thank people for your subscribers. We're a young channel, but we've got a lot of surprises, and we've got a lot of passion, and we've already had so many people thank us because of the knowledge and experiences they've gained, especially in landslide recovery, stabilization. This is a Chrysopogon zetanointi. That's the actual species we focus on. This is a very well-known global plant, global grass. This is the only one. See the beautiful flowers? We call them, original from us, the Christmas tree, the vetiver grass Christmas tree flower. But look how beautiful. Now this hedge, we videoed this hedge when it was all tied up, and you can cut it with the clipper by hands or by electronic or by electric. So it's the ultimate green hedge fence. And if you look outside, it's pouring too heavy, it'll wreck the video. But you can see that now we just allowed it to fall over and to bush out. You can see that pole there. That was up to the top of that pole there. I think that's about 23 feet. Okay, we got videos of that. See, even if this long one here that fell over, if you put that up, it'll go over the top of that bamboo pole there. And the boys are going to tie this up, and we're going to get more bamboo because it's remarkable. Oh, look how heavy it's raining. This is beautiful. This is the water grass, the water saving grass, the water conservation grass. It's the soil grass. It's the money saving grass. Saving money, saving soil. There's nothing more important and more valuable than that. You can't overcome. You can't have any other plant that can reach down to 6 to 8, 10 meters deep roots. As the years go on, this one here is going now to about, I think, 5 years, and this one here, the roots would be. In fact, we dug up that 2 years ago. That was already approximately 3 meters deep. So this one here, we've cut right down to the base about 3 times. This is about a year and 2 months, 3 months old. So when we cut them, you know how you've seen many videos of how they grow. Well, when you've got a big, deep, mature grass like this, and you fertilize them, and they're fast growing, because we use SOS organic fertilizer exclusively, even though we're a research center and we experiment with all high grade and all the best and the worst of chemical and all the best and the worst of organic. There's only one we highly recommend. The most effective in all plants is SOS organic fertilizer. So any fertilizer is better than no fertilizer, but no chemical, zero chemical. This plant, this miracle grass does not like chemical. It hates chemical. In fact, every plant hates chemical. Who wants to be poisoned? Unsustainable. Yes, you might get your fast results and get fruit out, but there's no humus, there's no carbon back. You've just got pure 100% extraction in a chemical way. So we are not for chemical fertilizer. We're all suffering now. The world's suffering because of this incredible disasters around the world. Just sad, major fires, especially now the disaster in Hawaii, bushfires and floods and droughts and climate change due to one of the biggest culprits is chemical fertilizer. That's what destroys the nature, the environment, and it's one of the worst culprits of killing and destroying the beautiful nature. Okay, so we want to thank you once again, and this is a beautiful example of a massive, how beautiful, how visually, and let's talk about, this is the grass of making money. This is the money grass. It's the money saving grass. What about the stock feed, the biomass? How much do you reckon if you cut that type of hedge, you could cut a ton of grass leaf off that hedge? More. And then it grows in 1 month 4 to 6 feet because of the long deep roots. In fact, if I cut that hedge, which we will, we're going to cut that hedge right back to 6 inches and 3 inches from the base, and naturally we're going to do an extensive video. We're going to be doing that fairly soon on this hedge, but we've got the side hedge, which we've done many. That is just the same. It's actually bigger than this. So the biomass, so this is the value add, the multi-purpose, the miracle grass. Okay, then you've got the handicraft from the leaf. Incredible. It's the most important natural industry in the world to make beautiful handicraft material with the best leaf in the world. Thailand leading the way. Then you've got the essential oil from the roots. Okay, then you've got the essential vertip essential oil. Okay, so this is the miracle grass. We are so excited now. See the flood, see the water now accumulating. Can you imagine when it's in a palm oil tree plantation, when it's got water flooding for 3 days and even 2 weeks, it creates a very bad oxygen, and it affects the tree, the health of the tree. It takes months for the tree to recover. So this is a solution. It sucks up, puts oxygen. This is and it doesn't interfere with the roots of any tree, especially the Musa King Durian tree, with that incredible results with a sensitive, most valuable tree in the world, the Musa King Durian tree. And the roots penetrate deep down, and they don't interfere with the root system of any tree or plant. But all it does is remove and sucks up when the water's there, and when it's drought, when it's drought and hot, this miracle anchor, the nail of the earth, sucks up and brings up the moisture and dampness through the root system like big straws, and puts it through to the leaf and the environmental. It's a cooling effect. We've got extreme heats. When it's hot weather, there's nothing more cooler to come out to the big hedges and sit next to them, because they're massive degree difference, okay, of temperature. It's a multi-purpose, multi-miracle. We haven't got enough. We are the largest stockers of this grass, and we've got extensive stock. But if we had 100 times or 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times more than what we got, we wouldn't have enough. It's that valuable, because all the important needs of all the land, well, even today in Sabah, Malaysia, there's going to be multiple big major landslides. All the existing landslides are going to be worse off, and the soil is ready for the next major landslide within a day, week, or a month, or a year. No one can predict, but what I can predict right now is today there's going to be hundreds of millions of vertebrate needed just in a small area of Sabah. The needed of the repair, the stabilisation of landslides due to the extreme heat, extreme floods. See, this is a flat area. We're on top of it. We're on the edge of a hill here. You can see the water now accumulating. Okay, so regardless if it's raining or if it's 1 week or 6 weeks of the hot weather, this is an evergreen solution. Evergreen. It never dies. It never doesn't matter if you burn it, if it's in a fire. If the roots and bulbs will keep shooting up. It can be underwater. We grow it in water. It's a water floating pontoon grass. There's so many wonderful videos. There's so many people that's got the vision exactly like we have. We take it up a level in passionate and love for this. That's why we've got our young YouTube channel. Before Christmas, we're putting up, our 55,000 videos over 38 years of love and passion for this plant. Not when no one talked about it, was little known. We were using this grass for our commercial purposes, and we are going to go to our archives. We're going to be doing really fancy edited videos, which we haven't been doing. We've had no time, but we are going to focus on YouTube, because we love YouTube, because it's educating and getting to the masses, and there's no other better platform. We're in all the multimedia sites. We've got a presence, but YouTube is the ultimate in the way it structures its videos and how professional it is. So it's an education platform, so we can share the good news, we can educate and trade, and we are focused on charity. So once again, thank you. The YouTube site is the Vetiver King SABAH, and then we are international, the Vetiver Grass King SABAH. That's our YouTube channel, and we are Vetiver Technology Solutions SABAHAN here in Malaysia. I'm one of the senior principal consultants. Thank you once again.